All right, so Dylan just cut that toilet drain hole there, right flush with the concrete, looks like.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Smells good. Using some of his magic blue. Hot blue? Is that what it's called?
Red hot.
Oh, it's red. So red hot, it's blue.
Turlet.
We got a turlet. Nice. Cool. So this one's cool. I've never seen one that swings around. So does this allow you to position the toilet however you want then, and you can just swing these into place?
Well, so this is just so you don't have to like secure it now.
Yeah.
You'll want to, once you get the toilet in here, measure obviously the bolt pattern. And then you'll want to probably pop a couple screws in here just to hold it from rotating.
Gotcha. That's cool.
So brought the drain over for the sink. And then I just put a couple boards here because we've got our water line supply. So we'll get the line on and then we'll bring it straight. And then this one will be on this side for your cold and hot.
Awesome. So about 3 boards width in between those?
Yeah, if you're framing 16 on center, they have a bracket that would go in between the studs that has holes in it that you just feed this into.
Oh, cool.
But obviously since we're 24.
Yeah. So you've just brought this pipe up to be the drain here. Is that just a standard? What size pipe is that?
This is 2-inch, reduced down to 1.5 inches.
Okay. And that kind of fits those standard vanities that you'd buy?
Yeah, a vanity drain is 1.25 inches. But they sell the vanity, the drain kits always come with an adapter to go from 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches.
Oh, cool. All right, so Dylan's putting in some water lines here. All right, so it looks like he's drilled some holes up there. He's run the cold and hot lines down. And then you were talking about these, right? This is PEX stub out lines. Those are 8-inch with flanges on them. Can mount them to the, I just know that because I saw it on the packaging. I don't know what any of that means. But yeah, it looks like you've got it attached to the wall there. And then your line over, just a cold line, right, to the toilet.
Yep. And then obviously we'll secure these to the stud when we get them all ran.
Awesome. And then we'll do one more for this, right? But this one only takes 1 PEX stub out? Is that how that works?
Yeah, for the tub faucet.
Okay.
That goes into the tub.
Cool. So this is just pipe that you cut, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got some kind of T pieces.
Yeah. That's a T. We got couplers, 90s. And then you just got this little fitting that goes over it.
And then how do you tighten that guy down? Is there a little...
Oh, bam.
Oh, snap. Okay.
See, and then it...
Then you squeeze it.
Squeeze it, and it
crimps
it just enough
to keep it on that coupler.
to keep it on there. Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, that's cool.
Like
All right.
the only way to get these off, like if you wanted to try and save it, is to cut this with like a metal blade until you just barely get through it, and then stick a flathead screwdriver in there and pry it off.
Gotcha.
It's real fun.
And this is this just a standard little press thing that you've got here?
Yeah, this is one of the cheaper ones you can get at Home Depot. Sometimes it kind of sucks because you got to open this so far because it's got two different. It's got 1/2 inch and 3/4.
Gotcha.
Which are two standard sizes. But like if you're working in a tight space, trying to get a 3/4 one, and you got to open it all the way up. Sometimes you can't get it up there.
Oh yeah.
So the more expensive ones, you switch out the center piece, and then you don't have to open it as far.
Oh, interesting.
But
that's kind of cool.
This has so far worked everywhere for me.
Oh yeah. And there's some of our pieces. These guys are cool. Pipe cutter there. Oh yeah, I just paid for that, so yeah, just cut it up. Perfect. We'll just sit here awkwardly for 5 minutes.
So the valve that came with your shower kit, they have threaded fittings. Some of them will come threaded, some of them will come like you got to weld fittings on. Like, I mean, solder fittings on, you don't weld copper. But these ones are just some twist-ons, 1/2 inch. Make sure they're tight. Tight like a tiger. Doesn't mean anything, but fun to say.
So on this one, what do all these lines do? Like, what are all the spigonets for?
So you got this is your hot coming in and your cold coming in. And then this goes up to your shower head, and this goes down to your tub spout.
Cool. And that goes right into that big hole over there, right?
Yeah.
On the...
We'll install it.
So we're using some thread tape around it, and then you're cranking it tight.
Yeah.
With a plumber's wrench, yeah. Awesome. So here Dylan's put in the line that's going to go down to that valve that we were just looking at. That's going to be going onto the top valve opening, and that's going to go up to the shower. And he's put a piece of pressure treated wood back here, since this is going to be, water's running through it. We've got our line coming up to this guy that we screwed right into there. What threading is on this, Dylan? This is for the shower head, right?
Yeah.
What size is that? Is it like a 1/2 inch or?
I'm pretty sure it's 1/2 inch.
Okay. And then you've put this thing on. You were explaining that that's just to show that there's water pressure, right? When you put the line on.
Yeah, you put that on, and then you can pressurize the line, show that there's no leaks, but then also you leave it on there for when they do drywall, so that they know where to cut the hole out easier, and then like no dust and debris gets inside your water line as well.
And when you're cutting it for the drywall, is it just for that opening, or do you need to be a little bit larger so that way you can kind of screw it in easier?
For that one they can cut that one tight to the fitting, because that fitting is slightly bigger than what your shower head line is.
Cool. Awesome.
This one, since we did this thing, I was able to cut that out, but normally this valve comes with a cap right here. So like if this wasn't here and you were gonna have drywall on here later, you'd put this cap on, and this is where the drywall guys would cut around to.
Oh, okay.
So that you have access to the valve, so you can change this if it's ever bad.
Gotcha.
And then access to the screws. Because some people will put these on and like they'll tile and they'll get it so tight that you can't screw your finish work onto there, and you're like, what am I supposed to do now?
Dang.
So always follow the recommended cut the hole to this size guidelines.
Sheetrocking is Dylan's favorite thing, so. At least he likes it done right when he hires somebody to do it for him. So.
That's my pro tip. Hire somebody that's better than you to do sheetrock.
All right, so I'm putting in our cam lights. We are putting 4 in the bedroom. We've already got 3 in there. We're putting 1 in front of the bathroom door there. And then we're gonna put 1 here, right off the stairs. That way there's some light here. And then this light that the builders put in, we're just gonna move in just slightly so that it'll be in our big closet storage space here. And then we're also gonna put 1 more cam light over there down what will be a hallway here into another kind of big room there. So these are great. You've just got 4 nails on each end. So you want this piece here to be flush with your trusses. And then you're gonna nail this guy into your trusses up here. kind of loosely tapped them in. That'll keep it hanging up here. And then gonna hit them in the rest of the way here. And then if you've never seen a can light being installed before, you can slide it and reposition it wherever you'd like. So it's kind of nice. That's it. And if you've never installed a can light before, you can actually slide this guy either way and position it exactly where you want it.
Okay, so since I'm retarded, nope, can't say that on camera. Since I'm dumb, usually you want to have this done before you put this on, right? So I had to kind of rig this a little bit so I can nail this board back there. And still, so I had to put these up because I can't access these to crimp the rings once I get this in there. But I can access the top and bottom one. So get a little stubby out. And then now we're just gonna go nail this behind there and fit it on in. Nope.
So you want that main valve there kind of right in the center of that hole you cut?
Yeah, because the center of this is what lines up with your shower head, your drain, and your tub spout. So like if one of them's slightly off and you're in here showering, you're just staring at it, you're like, what idiot installed that?
And in this case, we know.
I'm the idiot.
No, it's great. This is why you hire Dylan, so it gets done right. Look at that.
Now we can connect onto those and go up and connect over to our other one.
Awesome. All right. So Dylan is about to cut into our existing water lines to put in our
This is tall.
our bathroom water lines. I can hold that for you too, if you want. So it looks like what he's done there is created a T kind of tap off of, or already placed it on the ones going to the bathroom. And then he's gonna cut in, connect those together.
So yeah, you want to get everything ran, and this is your last step. You get it here, almost ready to connect in.
And then the other thing that we should mention is that we did turn the main water off to the house right now. I can actually show where that is. And then we've ran the faucets upstairs to try to get as much water out of the pipes as possible. This is always the point in like remodels or renovations where you're fully committed, right? Like once you do it, you're like, boy, hope we didn't mess anything up. 'Cause now we got a hole in our main line, so.
You can super glue it.
Really glued?
Yeah.
Duct tape actually is
Flex seal.
there you go.
I sawed this boat in half. The real fun thing is just when you think it's done. Oh, psych.
Alright, so Dylan's gonna put those, what are they? Like crimp
These are crimp rings.
rings, cool. Gonna run the T over, connect them up. Get those crimp rings on there. Yeah.
One down.
Wow. All right.
We like fill a 5-gallon bucket, like to here, to where I couldn't hold it up anymore. Like Connor had to run it to the window and throw it out and bring it back to me.
So pro tip, Dylan just said off camera that you want to empty your bucket after the first one, then bring it back.
You need all the storage space.
Not gonna risk filling that bucket up on the second one or overflowing.
Don't accidentally cut the water or the power line. I was thirsty. The homeowner doesn't give me any water down here.
Nope. You get water when you're done.
That was cold.
Closers get water, Dylan.
Okay.
All right. Oh, do you want to say it again?
Now we go around and make sure we have everything hooked up. So we got our hot and cold coming. To these T's. And then coming down to our sink, over to the toilet, over to the shower. And then from the shower, or the valve, obviously we're going up to our shower head, down to our tub spout. Everything's connected. Let it get all the air bubbles and stuff out, and then close the faucets upstairs. And then let it build pressure with half flow, check for leaks, and then full pressure, check for leaks.
All right, so here's our main water valve, turning it back on. Dylan's saying keep the faucets open upstairs, turn that kind of halfway, and then check everything, make sure that nothing's leaking, and we'll get all the air bubbles out by leaving those faucets open upstairs. And then we'll open it up all the way. So while the faucets upstairs are on,
Right now, if you had any leaks, that would be because you didn't crimp something or you forgot to hook something up. So it's always good to check before you run upstairs. It's full, and you can kind of hear it filling up the lines. They talk to you. Hello, line. Enjoy your water. The biggest place you'll get leaks is on these threaded fittings. Like if you didn't get it seated tight enough or put enough Teflon tape on there. But obviously we'd see it dripping down onto this board here. But nothing.
cool. And now, like you're saying again, when we're ready to attach like the faucet, or I get the spout down here and then the shower head up top, you'd cut the water again, right? and then you would cut off these little ends.
So for the tub, it doesn't matter. Obviously, you have an on-off valve.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, over here for these, let me grab the. This is a little 1/2-inch cutter. I wish I had some extra, but you put it on here and crimp it down, and then you just start turning it, and it slowly cuts through. Like you can kind of, they left a little mark right here, but.
So you shut the water off, and then you do that, leaving a bucket underneath, right? So they can catch all the water.
Yeah. Really, the connectors that you put on here are shark bite fittings. And they're seriously like you cut it and shove it on there and you're done.
Oh, okay. And do those come with the, are those separate, or do they come with like the toilet and the vanity?
No, they're separate because they have other things you can buy that are, when you get the drywall on there and get it all finished out, and then you'll get your shark bite fitting, and it has a little beauty ring, and you just kind of gauge where you want it at. And it's okay, obviously, if there's a little bit of copper sticking out. Because, I mean, it'll be behind the toilet, no one will see it. And then these are under the sink.
Okay. And then you'll stick that shark bite on there. Would you want your lines already connected to that shark bite? So that way you're just slamming on there and then it's just ready to go?
No, because the shark bite's just a 1/4 turn valve. Kind of like your water.
Oh, okay.
So you shove that on there, and then it's a 1/4 turn valve with the 3/8 thread.
So you have it in the off position, put it on there, and then you can, and then you screw on your vanity and this guy to that. That makes sense.
If you don't care about getting wet, you just cut it while the water's still there and just shove it on.